welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a really fun little challenge, the high-end versus the drugstore challenge. I'm going to be doing half of my face drugstore, half of my face high-end, and I'm going to take you guys along with me for the ride. Are you able to detect, just from looking at me right now, are you able to detect which side is high-end and which side is drugstore, which side is high-end, which side is drugstore? Are you able to tell exactly? Which is why you need to watch this video, because I'm here to tell you that you don't have to go out and break your bank in Sephora, in Ulta, in Neiman Marcus, in Bloomingdale's, wherever you buy your makeup. You don't have to go out and spend all that money to get the same result. So I'm here to tell you and show you how to do that. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you've learned anything new. I'm leaving all the products and everything down in the description bar below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. So if you are interested in entering my giveaway, it closes at 12 p.m. on October 13th. So literally in 3 days. So if you have already subscribed to my channel, if you have not already followed me on Instagram, make sure you do those two things. That's about 3 additional requirements for the giveaway, but those are 2 of the main ones. So make sure you do that. I'm going to be having a giveaway announcement on that same day. But let's get right into the video. So I'm basically going to be doing half my face drugstore and half my face high-end, just to see, what's the difference between the two, how I like this side better or this side better than the other side. And I want to take you guys along with me to show you guys the results that I achieve, and also just to be able to see the process and to see the product comparison of both the high-end concealer versus the drugstore concealer versus the high-end concealer, or the drugstore foundation versus the high-end foundation. So right now it is 7:04 a.m. in the morning. I got up early for y'all, so y'all better watch this video. Yeah, I don't like waking up too early. I actually got up at 5:30 today, but I had some other stuff I had to do. But anyway, I'm gonna start this video. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing, I do not have a drugstore primer. I do, but I don't really like it very much. So I don't know, knowing that I don't really like it too much. And also, before I start this video, I just want to iterate. I'm only doing a very natural look today. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I have to go to work, so I'm going to try to make it convenient for my situation right now. I wasn't going to use this primer, but I'm going to go ahead and use it. This is the Revlon Photo Ready brightening primer, and it's not my favorite primer, but to fair, I don't normally use drugstore primers. I use my Skindinavia primer. You guys already know, that's my primer. Just clip my hair so I don't, get anything in it. But I'm just gonna use the Revlon primer. See, it's not even coming out. That's how you know I don't use it, because what? I'm just gonna use my Skindinavia for the whole thing and call it a day. I don't got time. I gotta be at work. I think I'm gonna use a drugstore on this side and the high-end on this side. I'm gonna put some lip gloss on in the meantime because my lips are so chapped, so dry. Okay, so for the drugstore, I'm gonna use the Black Radiance Color Perfect Foundation Liquid Makeup in 8417 Bisque. And I'm just gonna... I'm not a big fan of the applicator. I don't really like applicators like that. I really love pump applicators, like my Born This Way. This is the high-end version that I'm going to use. This is the Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. And this is in the shade Butter Pecan. This is my favorite ice cream. Okay, so I'm going to use my beauty blender. Make sure your beauty blender is clean and damp and no water is dripping out of it. But just make sure it's clean. So I'm going to go in with the drugstore foundation on one side of the beauty blender, and then on this side I'm going to go in with my high-end. Okay, so this side is definitely not as full coverage. You might not be able to see it on camera, but this area is still very dark. Granted, this area is already dark, so when you cover it with foundation, sometimes it can be even worse, because now it's more detectable. But let's see how my Born This Way compares to this one. Ooh, I gotta switch the sides. Hold on. Okay, Okay, so alright, so off rip, you can't really see a big difference, which is a good and a bad thing. Well, which is a good thing because we're talking about foundation. But for me, I definitely can see that this really didn't cover my skin as well as the Born This Way foundation. This definitely like covered a lot more. Granted, it is a medium to full coverage foundation. And the Black Radiance foundation, it doesn't even really say, it really doesn't say like what type of coverage it has, but I can just tell by looking at it, it's very light. So that's pretty much what I have to say about it. But you guys know I always wear my Born This Way foundation. At least recently I've been wearing it a lot more, and I just love the coverage. So I'm gonna leave it how it is because I don't want to add too much foundation on. Like I said, I gotta go to work after this, so I'm just gonna make everything very light and very you know, very simple. So the next thing I'm gonna be doing is concealer. I'm gonna go in with, on this side, I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer in the shade 4W. And then on this side, I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 25 Medium. So this side is like way lighter than I know this side would be, because this concealer is definitely not as light. Oh, I think I picked up the wrong shade. I think they didn't have my shade at the store, so I ended up having to get this one. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna let it sit there a little bit. I normally let it sit there. Why? I'm switching it up on y'all today. Going to go in on this side with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Ebony Stick Foundation, just for contouring. I love stick contours, and I don't like that foundation as a foundation, so I just use it as a contour. And then for the drugstore side, I'm gonna go in with the Chestnut LA Girl Concealer, and I'm gonna take that and put that for my contour. It's a little lighter. So the goal of this video, really, I wanna like make sure that nothing is not too much of a big difference, because I encourage drugstore makeup so much. Like, it's so affordable, and you know, if you're a girl that doesn't really have the money to go splurging on high-end makeup in Sephora and Ulta and all these other, you know, makeup stores, then I really encourage going to your drugstore, your local drugstore, and trying out different things, because they're way more affordable and a lot of the products work sometimes the same or even better. So I don't want you to get hyped up in the whole high-end situation, because that's not always, you know, what you think it's gonna be like. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend out the contour, and then I'm gonna go in and blend out the concealer. Actually came out pretty similar. I thought this was gonna come out way lighter, and this is gonna come out way more darker. I mean, it is a little bit of a difference, but it's not really that much of a difference. I do think I want to add in some of my NARS on this side just to make it very even. Add just a little bit more concealer on this side because it's a lighter concealer, so I want to make sure that it matches this side. So I don't want to go outside looking crazy, so I'm gonna just add that in. Okay, perfect. Alright, so now time for the powders, the battle of the powders. I have AirSpun with me on this side, and I have Laura Mercier with me on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it with my beauty blender and show you guys what it looks like after I brush it off. Before we brush off our setting powder, I do want to go and add in some bronzer on both sides after I pack this in. And this AirSpun powder is in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. And now for the Laura Mercier powder, you guys know this is my favorite. Okay, so off rip, I already like this part better. And the reason I like this part better is because, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but this side you can tell like it's a separation of color. Kind of like this is like way lighter than this side. I just like the look of it kind of blending in with the color that's already there. I think this powder kind of sits on top, while this powder like soaks into your skin and into the concealer a lot better than this one. And although it might look very similar, I'm looking at it in person and I could tell like this side I love, this side I don't hate. I would just much rather this side than this side, and that's just my opinion. A lot of people like that bright under eye look. It depends on where, like how I'm doing my makeup. So if I'm trying to do a bold eye and I want my under eye to be super snatched, and you know, then that's different than this look all the way. But excuse me, for the type of look I'm going for, everyday type of look that you can wear to work, that you can wear to school, that you can wear to class, whatever, this look is just I just love it a lot more. Not to say this look isn't beautiful, I just like this one a lot more. So we're done with our beauty blender. We're gonna go in with some bronzer, and I'm gonna bronze up my cheekbones, my temples. You guys will be the judge of which one looks better. So I'm gonna take, of course, my MAC on this side. This is my MAC Dark Deepest bronzer, and on this side I'm going to, okay, so for this side we're gonna take our Black Radiance pressed powder in Ebony, and I'm gonna take my brush and go on and deepen this side up. I love this bronzer. Love it. It's so good. Like, I just love this bronzer. I'm going with my nose on this side. I have a big pimple right there, but I'm not even gonna put any extra makeup on. I'm just gonna leave it alone. So as you guys can see, I'm taking my bronzer and I'm contouring my eyes because I'm not really gonna be putting any color on my eyes. The eyelid kind of already stands out from the concealer and the powder that I applied. So now I'm just going over my crease, darkening, deepening my crease a little bit just to separate the two, so it can look like I did something to my eyes, but really I didn't do anything out of my way, at least. Okay, so this is how we're gonna be doing. This is how I'm gonna do this side of this drugstore side, and then on the high-end side I'm gonna take my MAC and I'm gonna go over that contour. I wiped off my brush a little bit so that the other product didn't get on there. Very similar outcomes, so that's good to know. I might be a good dupe for this. And then for contour, nose contour. Okay, so just based off of how this looks right now, this side is a lot more like natural, and this side is a little bit, you can even see a lot more pigment on the eye color and on the contour. I think it's just a little too dark for me, but this side is like perfect. So I don't know. Let me try to go over it with a beauty blender. But so far it's very similar. So next I want to go in with my eyebrows, and then I'm gonna go in with my my lips. So a lot of you guys know or may not know, this is the She Makeup bronzer, mineral bronzer slash blush. I use this a lot. This is probably one of my favorite blushes. And this is a drugstore blush. This is about $3. It's your beauty supply store. Girl, I've bought like 3 of these already because they're so good. I use this color. They're kind of all similar, but I use a specific color, and I'm just gonna pat that onto my drugstore side. Okay, so that's what we got so far. I love that. And then the next blush on the high-end side I'm gonna use is gonna be Dahlia blush from Becca, and this is what I'm gonna use on this side. Just flipping my brush over. There's so much pigment. Oh my gosh, a lot of pigment actually. I literally just like, and look at all this pigment. So I think that's definitely important to know. I gotta go over that again with this brush. I just don't want it to look too different. Alright, so now that we've completed the blush process, I do want to go in with my brows. And for brows, I am going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills, of course, on this side. And I'm going to take my Maybelline Eye Studio eyeliner that I use religiously every single day on this side. This is going to be interesting because I normally pair these two products together to get my brows. So I'm nervous. drugstore brow looking good, honey. Next, I'm gonna go in with this Anastasia brow, and it just better come out just as good, okay? Because I paid $30 for this, like $20. Okay, okay. You smooth or whatever. Battle of the brows has ended, and I do strongly believe that. I personally love this brow, but they look the same, so you know what, maybe because it was just easier for me to do this one, I didn't have to go in with my spoolie like not once. For my lips, I want to go in with lip liner. Unfortunately, I don't have a high-end lip liner. I only have drugstore, so I'm going to take my drugstore lip liner. This is the, I got it at a beauty supply store. On this side, I'm going to use my Maxi Professional, I got it at a beauty supply store, Magic Lip Gloss. And then on this side, I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm. Looks the same to me. Feels the same to me too. And then for lashes, I don't think I'm going to be applying lashes today. You guys already know Mink Lashes is going to outdo a drugstore lash any day. That's just my opinion. But I'm just going to play with mascara just so it'll just be a little fairer or more fair. I'm going to take the mascara I use all the time. This is a Great Lash Maybelline mascara. I'm not a big fan of waterproof mascara, so this is washable. I think waterproof takes my lashes out. I'm not a big fan of that. And then for the high-end side, I'm going to take this Bobbi Brown. This is the Bobbi Brown Lash Glamour Extreme Lengthening Mascara. I like the brush on here. Alright, so now for highlight, I will be highlighting this side with the RK by Kiss. This is the All Over Glow. It's like a rose gold type of color. It's a very subtle highlighter. It's not very pigmented, but as I said, I am going to work, so I just need something very like subtle and you know. And then for this side, I'm going to take, this is not very expensive, but it's $6, but it's not drugstore, so I will call it high-end, even though it's not really. This is the Glow Up highlighter, the K-pop one. I love this highlighter. It's like also rose gold, so it'll go with this one, but it's just as good. And this one is probably even cheaper than RK by Kiss, which is interesting. But it's definitely more pigmented. Okay, so we are done. We are done. I do not have a drugstore setting spray, so I will be using my MAC Prep and Prime, but just based off of how this looks already, it's pretty much the same thing. Literally, as you can see, you don't have to break the bank to get the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray myself, and then I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna come back and show you guys the final look of everything. I love pressing in my makeup with a beauty blender. Once I'm done spraying, I just think it makes the makeup last longer. That's a little trick from me to you. And if you want to learn all my little tricks, you gotta make sure you subscribe to my channel, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so I am going to fix my hair, come back, show you guys what I'm looking like. I'm gonna, get myself together a little bit, come back and show you guys what I'm looking like. And then you can be on about your jolly way. Guys, I'm shocked, honestly. I want to just say, like, you need a good setting spray, okay? This is the MAC Prep and Prime. Not saying they don't have any drugstore setting sprays, but girl, I feel like everything kind of came together and like looked very, very similar with the setting spray. Like, once I sprayed my face and I you did my little trick with the beauty blender, I honestly feel like it came out so similar. Like, you can't tell me this is not high-end. you can't tell me, you know what I mean? Like, it came out very similar, so that's just something I wanted to point out. Maybe, you know, you can have all your drugstore products and just get a good setting spray. You'll be good to go. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I do want to redo this video another time, but I want to do it, you know, with the eyeshadows and go all out with the lashes and everything. But today, very simple because I do have to go to work, so I want to kind of bust out 2 birds with 1 stone right now. Do something simple and do what I wanted to do initially, because I have to go to work. But also maybe another time I could do something a little bit more dramatic. So if you guys like this comparison video, high-end versus drugstore, and you guys want me to do something that's a little bit more dramatic, please let me know in the comments down below. I will be so happy to do it. And if you guys have any other suggestions or any other ideas that you guys want me to record and do, let me know, and let me know how you guys are liking Christober. Like I said in the beginning, if you have not already joined my giveaway, make sure you join my giveaway. I will be giving away a $50 Sephora gift card among some other makeup and skincare stuff. So make sure you go ahead and you go to my Instagram at KillerChris and follow me on there. You'll see my giveaway. It's a little highlight that I have on my page. It says giveaway on there, so you'll know initially like what it is. So you can click on there and see all the instructions and everything that you have to do to enter. I will be announcing the winner on October 13th at 12 p.m. Well, I will be announcing the winner on October 13th, but the giveaway ends at 12 p.m. So be sure to go ahead and join the giveaway before it ends, because ain't no coming back after that. And I will be announcing a second giveaway on that same day, so make sure you stay tuned. Turn your post notification bell on so you get notified whenever I upload that video. Also subscribe to my channel and like, comment, share, and spread love. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I'm tired of talking now. I gotta go. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Bye guys.